first chapter, The Earth, Our Home. Page number is 198. The chapter is about Earth. So before starting about Earth, we will discuss about the universe, galaxies and our Milky Way. So you know that universe is the large body or the space which has so many galaxies, and from that our galaxy is Milky Way. Milky Way has our solar system. So solar system is a very tiny part of that of universe, and our solar system is consisting of various heavenly bodies. So now we will discuss about the heavenly bodies. So when you hear the word heavenly, it means the solid objects that are present in the universe or in the solar system. So heavenly bodies mainly in our solar system are sun, moon and stars. You see, during the daytime the sky is blue and there is light. You can see many heavenly bodies with the help of telescope. And sun is there during the daytime. And during the night time you can see moon and the stars. The moon and the stars does not have light of its own, so it takes the light from the sun. You can see sun during the daytime and moon and stars shining at the night time. Then except these heavenly bodies, there are many other objects that are there in the universe, or we can say in the solar system. They are the planets. Solar system consists of the planets, moon and the sun. Sun is a star which is giving light and heat to all the planets. There are 8 planets in all. First one is Mercury, second Venus, third Earth, fourth Mars, fifth Jupiter, sixth Saturn, seventh is Uranus and eighth is Neptune. So we'll recall once again, these are the 8 planets which are there in the solar system: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Not able to remember all the planets' names, you can simply learn a line which says that my very enthusiastic mother just served us noodles. I repeat, my very enthusiastic mother just served us noodles. So this is a very easy way to remember all the planet names according to their orbits, or we can say according to their line. So far we have discussed about all the planets that are there in the solar system. So now we will discuss about the planet Earth. Earth is our planet where we live. You see, there is no other planet in the solar system which has life, but only Earth. And there are many conditions which are making it possible that the Earth has life on it. And these are the 3 points. First one is the atmosphere, second is water, and third is the heat. These 3 things, first important thing is the atmosphere, second is the water, and third is heat. Atmosphere is the layer of gases which surrounds the Earth. I repeat, atmosphere is the layer of gases which surround the Earth. And the important gas, that is oxygen, which is very important for all the living things like plants and animals and humans as well. Second is the water. If there was no water, there could be no life on the earth. So water is very essential for the life on earth. And you know that the water is present on earth in a very large quantity. But we cannot say that the whole water which is present on earth is the water. You might have seen the picture of the earth. It is mostly blue. That means that world with water. That's why the earth looks blue, or the blue planet. Earth is present on the earth around 3/4 part. That means it covers 3/4 part of the earth, that is water. But very less percentage of water is fresh, which we can drink or which we can use, and the other amount of water is present in the ocean, seas and rivers. Nextly, we will move to the heat which we are getting from the sun. If there was no heat, the earth would be so cold that there could be no life. So heat is very important for any living organism or living things to grow or develop. So the heat we are getting from the sun. So these are the 3 basic necessities for any living things to survive on earth. First one is atmosphere, second is water, and third is heat. Discuss about the shape of the earth. You know that in that Earth is a flat surface. Flat surface, that means they used to fear that if they go beyond, they may fall off the edge. But the first time Galileo, he proposed that the Earth is round in shape, but nobody believed him. Later, in the year 1519, Ferdinand Magellan, he was a voyager. He started a voyage with his sailors from a point from Spain, and then he went, or he stated in one direction, and after 3 years they came to the same place, and which proved that the earth is round in shape. So later people started to believe that the earth has the round shape or the sphere shape. After so many years, again when two American astronauts, the Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin, they went to the moon and they took pictures of the earth from the moon. So in those pictures the earth looked round. So then it was proved that the earth was round in shape. Now we will move to page number 200. There are few more points are given which are we can say related to the chapter only. This is more to know on page number 200. First point states that moon is the natural satellite. Satellite is any body or the natural object which revolves around the planet. So for Earth, moon is the natural satellites which revolve around the Earth. Second is about the telescope, or we can say the first telescope ever made. It was made by Galileo. Galileo was the first person to invent the telescope, and with the help of telescope you can see various heavenly bodies that are present in the solar system. Third point is horizon. Horizon is the point where the land and sky seems to meet. Whenever you go to a beach or a place where you can see the land and the sky is meeting, that point is known as horizon. Fourth and the last one is that take care of the earth as the earth is taking care of us. We know that we are the human beings and we have the responsibility to save our planet Earth. Now we will discuss, or we will complete our exercise of the worksheet. You can open page number 200 and also open your notebooks. In that notebook, first you write the name of the chapter, that is the Earth of a Moon. And then you open page number 200. In that, first is given the fill in the blanks. As you can see, first one is the Earth is one of the 8 dash that revolves around the Sun. The Earth is one of the dash. That means Earth is a planet. So in first fill up, you will write planet. Second is the Earth is also called the dash planet or the watery planet. Earth is also known as a blue planet. So the answer will be blue. Third, water covers about dash of the Earth's surface. How much percentage of water is covering the Earth? That is 3/4. Then the next fill in the blanks. The cover of air around the Earth is called dash. That means the layer of the Earth that is surrounding the Earth, that is known as atmosphere. So in fourth you will write atmosphere. So these are the 4 fill in the blanks which is given on page number 200. You need to write this filler in the textbook as I have written. First is planet, second is blue, third is 3/4 and fourth one is atmosphere. So I want you to write all these in your textbook. On page number 200, tick write the correct answer. See the first one. We live on the dash. See page number 200. There is given we live on the dash. So the answer will be Earth. So you just need to tick in that box where the Earth is written. You can see on the board as well. So tick Earth in the first one. Second is dash of the Earth's surface is covered with land. So in that second one you will take the option number third, that is 1/4. So the land is 1/4. Third one is on page number 201. Dash went on a long sea voyage. Dash went on a long sea voyage. Answer of this one is Magellan. See, for the third question, the answer is option number 2. manually. So you just need to tick in that box. Fourth one is the place where the land and the sky seem to meet is called dash. So for the fourth one, the option number is 3, horizon. So you just need to tick on the third option, that is horizon. Fifth one, the shape of the earth is dash. You know the shape of the earth is round. So you need to tick in the first option, that is round. I want you to tick all these options in your textbook as I have done. First is earth, second is 1/4, third is Magellan, fourth is horizon, and fifth one is round. Number 201, the next one is true and false. See on page number 201, C, that is true and false. First one is the earth is a tiny part of our universe. The earth is a very tiny part of the universe. It is true. So in the first one you will write T. In the box given in the textbook you will write T there. Second, life is also present on other planets. So, is there life on the other planets? No. So, the second one you will write false. Third one is the earth is the home for all living things. It is very true. The earth is the home for all the living things. So, in third one you will write true. Then fourth one, we need oxygen to breathe and to survive. We all need oxygen because all the living things need oxygen to breathe in. So the fourth one is also true. Then the fifth one, the earth is a star, not a planet. The earth is a star, not a planet. It is a wrong because sun is a star and earth is a planet. But in this, they are saying that earth is a star. So this will be false. So you need to see these are the answers given. First one is true, second is false, third one is true, fourth one is also true, and the fifth one is false. Now you need to open your notebooks as you have to write the answer to the following in your notebooks. So on page number 201, answer the following is given. See the first question, where is the sky? What color does it look? That means what is the color of the sky? Where is the sky and what color is the sky? So the first answer is this one. The sky is all above us. It looks light blue. I will repeat the answer. The sky is all above us. It looks light blue. So students, you need to write this answer in your notebook. So you copy it down in your notebooks. Then the second question is, what are heavenly bodies? So the answer is here, second answer, natural objects like sun, moon, stars, which are visible in the sky are called heavenly bodies. I'll repeat once again, natural objects like sun, moon, stars, which are visible in the sky are called heavenly bodies. This is the third answer. Page number is 201. The third question is the sun a star? How many planets are there in the solar family? That means they are asking if sun is a star and how many planets are there. So the answer is here, third answer. The sun, yes, the sun is a star. There are 8 planets in the solar family. You have to also write the names. They are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Once again I repeat the answer. Yes, the sun is a star. There are 8 planets in the solar family. They are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, your notebook. On to the fifth question, that is, why are people afraid of traveling too far? That means why the people did not travel too far. So the answer is here for the fifth question. People were afraid to travel too far because they feared they would fall off the edge. It means that they feared that if they go beyond the point, they may fall off the edge. So the answer is people were afraid to travel too far because they feared they would fall off the edge. So students, you need to write down this answer in your notebook, as this is for the fifth question. This is the fifth answer, and now we have completed the first chapter of social studies, that is the earth, our planet. So you need to write all the exercises which I have given in the video, and you need to note down all the points in your notebook. First you will write fill in the blanks, then take the correct answer, true, false, and also the answer before it. So after completing this one in your notebook, you will also make a solar system in your notebook that is given in your textbook. After completing your answer the following and all the exercise work, you need to draw two diagrams. First one is the picture of solar system. It is given on page number 200 of the first chapter in the social studies textbook. And second diagram you will make is that of the earth. In the diagram of the earth, you need to show the water as well as the land part. That means you will color the blue for the water and the green for the land. So these are the two diagrams you need to draw in your notebook for this chapter. So here I complete my explanation for the first